Chapter 7 Basics of Python. Hello Sam, how can we write instructions in Python? Python is a highly popular, powerful, and widely used high-level programming language. The instructions in Python are simple and much easier to understand compared to other languages such as Java, Perl, and C++. Can we write these instructions in English? No, but the syntax to write Python instructions is more or less similar to the syntax or structure of the English language. Can you tell me how to calculate and display values in Python? Yes, let's learn. Tech goals. Learn about indentation. Understand the character set in Python. Understand about tokens in Python. Understand the types of variables and data types in Python. Learn about various operators in Python. Learn the basic functions in Python. Indentation in Python. A Python program is made up of one or more lines. Each line may end up with a new line character. Python uses indentation to express the block of the structure of a program. Indentation refers to the spaces at the beginning of a line in Python. Without indentation, Python does not know which statement to execute next. It leads to an error. Character set in Python. Every language has a predefined set of characters that can be used and has its own grammar and language rules. A character set is a set of valid characters that a language can recognize. Python uses the traditional ASCII character set. Python supports all ASCII/Unicode characters that include alphabets, capital A to Z and small a to Z alphabets, digits 0 to 9. Special symbols. Python supports special symbols like commas, full stop, semicolon, colon, exclamatory mark, @ hash, dollar, percentage, and star, small bracket, underscore, plus, minus is equal to, curly braces, brackets, slash. White spaces. White spaces like tab space, blank space, new line, and carriage return. Tokens in Python. A computer program also contains a set of programming statements. A statement is composed of various components. Each component of a programming statement is called a token. Python also contains some predefined tokens such as characters, symbols, and punctuators, which have a special meaning for the compiler. Python tokens are classified into the following categories: keywords, identifiers, literals, constants, variables, operators. TextScoop. All ASCII and Unicode characters are supported by Python, which constitutes the Python character set. TextScoop. All ASCII and Unicode characters are supported by Python, which constitutes the Python character set. Keywords. Keywords are reserved words that have special meanings. Therefore, we cannot use keywords as names for variables and methods that are used in a Python program. Python is a case-sensitive language, so keywords must be written in lowercase, as given in the below table. Keywords in Python. False, class, finally, is, return. None, continue, for, lambda, try. True, def, from, non-local, while, and, del, global, not, with, as, elif, if, or, yield, assert, else, import, pass, break, accept. Literals, constants. In a Python program, there are some values that remain fixed throughout the entire program. Such values are called literals or constants. The literals used in Python are classified as given below. Types of Python literals: numeric, string, boolean, collection, special. Numeric literals. Python supports the following numeric literals. Integer literal. It includes both positive and negative numbers. For example, 23,78,389, etc. Float literal. It includes both positive and negative real numbers. It also includes fractional parts. For example, 34.7, 23.9, etc. String literals. The text enclosed in single, double, or triple quotes is called string literals in Python. For example, artificial intelligence, pink, etc. Boolean literals. Boolean literals have only two values, true, false, in Python. Collection literals. It contains collections such as lists, tuples, dictionaries, etc. Special literals. Python has a special literal, none. It denotes no value. Identifiers. Identifiers are the tokens defined by the programmer. They are used for naming components, variables, functions, lists, tuples, etc. The following rules must be followed by Python identifiers. An identifier can contain alphabets A to Z, digits 0 to 9, and underscores. Special characters, spaces, and punctuations are not allowed within identifiers. It can be of any length. It must not begin with a digit. They cannot contain blank spaces. An identifier must not use Python-reserved keywords. For example, the word print cannot be an identifier since it is a keyword. Variables. A variable is a named location in the computer memory used to store a value. These variables can then be used in the program for further calculations. You can store integer, character, or decimal values in a variable. Operators. An operator is a symbol that tells the compiler to perform specific mathematical or logical manipulations. Now, let us learn about variables, data types, and operators in detail. Understanding variables. A variable in a program is like a container that stores a value in it. Variables are names given to locations in the computer's memory. These locations can contain numeric or character values. You can store integer, character, or decimal values in a variable. You can change the value stored in a variable. Rules for creating Python variables. You must follow some rules for naming variables to be valid as given below. A variable name can contain an alphabet, numeric digit, and underscores A to Z 0 to 9 or underscore. A variable name should start with either a letter or an underscore. A variable name cannot start with a numeric digit. A variable name cannot be a keyword such as class, global, etc. because they are reserved for special meaning in Python. You cannot use special characters such as exclamatory mark, @ %, hash, dollars, etc. in a variable name. Variable names are case sensitive. A variable in lowercase is different from the same variable in uppercase. For example, marks, and marks are three different variables. Examples of some valid variable names: Anejal 23, my_book, M. Kumar, age, etc. Examples of some invalid variables: F_name at home 1234 marks. Assigning values to variables. A variable only occupies the space in memory. You must put data into the variable for calculations. To define a variable, you need to assign a value to it using the equal to sign, which is called the assignment operator. Python allows assigning values to single or multiple variables. For example, marks is equal to 20, answer is equal to T, percentage is equal to 92.56, AC is equal to 1020. Let us learn about Python variables with the help of examples. Example: a Python code to display the product of two numbers using variables. Output. Example: a Python code to display the sum of three numbers using assigning values to three variables in a single line. Output. Data types. Every variable has a data type in Python. Python decides the type of data of a variable by the value assigned to it. The basic data types available in Python are listed below. Numeric data types. They are used to represent numbers. Integers, int. The int data type contains whole numbers or integers that can be positive, negative, or 0. Examples: 12, 23, 0, -54, 564. Floating data type, float. The float data type contains a number with a decimal point and it can be positive, negative, or 0. Examples: 65.6, -32.6, 24.6, 0.324. String data type, str. These are used to represent a collection of one or more characters enclosed by single quotes or double quotes. Examples: yes, computer, A, I like programming. Example: a Python code to display your name and age. Output. Example: a Python code to display the name, class, subject, and marks of a student. Output. Operators in Python. Operators are special symbols in Python that are used to calculate values. Python provides the following types of operators: arithmetic operators, assignment operators, relational operators, logical operators. The following operators are used in Python. Arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are used to perform mathematical operations. Operator, name, description, example. Plus. Addition, adds two operands. 20 plus 5, 25. Minus, subtraction, subtracts two operands. 100 minus 20, 80. Star, multiplication, multiplies two operands. 4 star 5, 20. Division, division. Slash, division. Divide the first operand by second. 28 by 4, 7.0. Percent, modulus. Returns the remainder when first operand is divided by second. 67% 9 4. Double star. Exponentiation returns the result of rising the first operand to the power of the second. 2 5 32. Example: a Python code to calculate the modulus. Output: example: a Python code to calculate the exponent. Output: assignment operators. These operators are used to assign value to the variables. Operator name example is equal to assign the value from right side to variable. X is equal to 30, print x 30. Plus is equal to add and assign the value to the variable. A is equal to 12. A plus is equal to 2. Print A 14. Star is equal to multiply and assign the value to the variable. A is equal to 12. A star is equal to 2. Print A 24. Slash is equal to divide and assign the value to the variable. A is equal to 12. A slash is equal to 2. Print A 6.0. Example: output. More to know. The value of A in the above example gets changed throughout the program. Relational operators or comparison operators. These operators are used to compare values. Operator meaning example: greater than 6, greater than 1, less than 7, 5, false, greater than or equal to 6, greater than equal to 1, true, less than or equal to 5, less than equal to 1, false, equal to 6, 6, true, not equal to 7, not equal to 4, true. Logical operators. Logical operators perform logical and logical or and logical not operations. Operator meaning example: or. If one of the operands is true, then condition becomes true. X equals to true. Y is equal to false. X or Y is equal to true. X is equal to false. Y is equal to false. X or Y is equal to false. And if both the operands are true, then condition becomes true. X and Y is equal to true. X is equal to true. Y is equal to false. X and Y is equal to false. Not. Reverse the state of operand. A is equal to false. Not A is equal to true. A is equal to true. Not A is equal to false. We will learn to use relation and logical operators in the next class. Basic functions in Python. Python has many built-in functions used to perform standard operations. 3 functions help to save the time and effort of the programmer in writing the program. Some of the most common built-in functions are as follows. The input command. A program may need some input from a user at the time of execution of a program. The input function is used to provide the input to the program. You can also add a message that prompts the user what input they should type in. This message is called prompt. Syntax. Input, prompt. Here, prompt is a message for the user. Example, name is equal to input. What is your name? The above example assigns the input typed by the user into a named location called name and then displays it. Example, output. The input function. If you enter a numeric value in the input function, the Python interpreter considers it as a string, and you cannot perform calculations on strings. Therefore, it has to be converted into a number type before performing calculations on it. For this, you can use the input while entering a numeric value with the input statement. The input function converts a specified value into an integer. Example, output. In the above program, in case the input function is not used, the plus operator will result in 3010, while the star and slash operator will result in an error. This is because the plus operator in Python can also be used to join strings or text values. However, the star and slash operators cannot be used on strings. The float function. The float function is used to convert an integer value into a floating point number. Example, output. Adding comments. You can add documentation to your program to help non-programmers to understand the program code. This documentation is called comments. Basically, comments are used to explain the code of the program. It makes programs for non-programmers more readable. Python interpreter does not execute the comment statements. They are ignored by the Python interpreter. To make a statement in a comment in Python, a hash symbol is used. TextScoop. The float function cannot convert a string into a decimal number format. Example, output. Solved programs. 1. A program to calculate the simple interest. 2. A program to calculate the average marks of a student. 3. A program to calculate the area of a circle. 4. A program to swap two numbers. 5. A program to calculate the square root of a number. 6. A program to calculate the area of a triangle. 7. A program to calculate the cube of a number. Text summary. Indentation refers to the spaces at the beginning of a line in Python. Python uses the traditional ASCII character set. Each component of a programming statement is called a token. Python tokens are classified into the following categories: keywords, indentifiers, literals, constants, variables, and operators. Keywords are reserved words that have special meanings. A variable is a named location in the computer memory used to store a value. An operator is a symbol that tells the compiler to perform specific mathematical or logical manipulations. The main data types in Python are input, float, and str. Arithmetic operators are used to perform mathematical operations. Assignment operators are used to assign value to the variables. Relational operators are used to compare values. Logical operators perform logical and logical OR and logical NOT operators. The input function is used to provide the input to the program. The input function converts a specified value into an integer. The float function is used to convert an integer value into a floating point number. Comments are used to explain the code of the program. A hash symbol is used to make a statement as a comment in Python.